excuse me. Please pardon my sword.
What are you doing, William?
You know, the opera company is opening up Cyrano. They're doing some performances, and there's a lot of swordplay in Cyrano.
All right.
And we've got the guy who knows everything about swords. In fact, he's worked on some major motion pictures, and the opera company tapped him to show the people singing on stage how to get the job done without drawing blood, which is important. So
right, they're going to need that.
We're going to get a little lesson from him a little later in the show.
That's so exciting. It's supposed to be one of their biggest
and
shows.
It's a real sword, too.
Yeah?
They're not up there with toy swords.
Can I see? Is
Well,
it's not very sharp.
No, that's one of the secrets.
Uh-huh.
It's real. It's not just terribly sharp.
Gotcha.
Right? You don't want anybody getting hurt.
I don't.
You want everybody just to enjoy the opera. It's an age-old story of love and adventure. Cyrano opens at the Opera Company of Philadelphia. We'll have a preview. Plus, an insider's guide to swashbuckling.
He's the swashbuckling, larger-than-life Frenchman with a big nose and a heart full of love for the beautiful Roxanne. The East Coast premiere of Cyrano, the Opera Company of Philadelphia, by the Opera Company of Philadelphia, happens tonight at the Academy of Music.
And you know, the production contains some amazing swordplay. Joining us is the fight director for Cyrano. Please welcome Christopher Barbeau. Morning, Christopher. So I scared Lori a little bit by bringing out the sword at the beginning of this. Pardon my swordplay. This is the real deal, but as she mentioned, it's not sharp, which I guess is a good thing when people are up on stage singing at the same time they're playing with the swords.
Oh yes, when those are traveling a couple hundred miles an hour, if they actually hit you, it doesn't matter that they're not sharp. They'll cut right through you.
You feel it.
Oh yes.
And those are the
trickle of the blood that happens after they hit you.
And that's the kind of speed that you attain with the tip of the sword?
The tip of the sword can attain that speed on these lightweight weapons, yes.
Wow.
Well, it's interesting because it is the swords and the fight scenes that I think probably make Cyrano such an exciting show to watch.
Well, Cyrano, I mean, he's the quintessential swordsman. His sword, half the shears of fate itself, in the actual scripting. So we need to take. The singing is, of course, beautiful. Dr. Di Chiara's work has been amazing, putting this production together, his music and the singing. But the swordplay for a character like Cyrano has to illuminate the character.
Tell me what a big deal it is for the East Coast premiere to be here at the Academy of Music. This is going to be one of their biggest shows, if not the biggest show.
It is the largest production they've put on to date, and it is. We've brought in 17 huge set pieces, and it's 200 people working in concert to put between the orchestra and the performers on stage and the chorus, your local professional chorus, between 200 people working to put this one production on each night.
Now, we've all seen lots of swordplay in the movies.
Yes.
How does what happened on stage differ from that?
We can't cut. Jackie Chan, he can do 135 takes to get it just right in a fight.
So it has to happen the first time the right way.
And every time, every night, night after night, and they've got 5 shows to get it right.
And is the equipment different as well?
It is. It is. When we're doing movie work, and I've worked on a number of films, but when we're doing movie work, we work with fiberglass swords or foam rubber swords or aluminum blades. And this is actually one of the blades from First Night. And Laurie, you can feel it. Anyone could learn to fight with that, and very vigorously. But when you go to a little bit heavier weapon, something like a cutlass that you might have seen in one of the pirate movies,
oh my!
It's entirely different.
Wow.
So that's closer to the real deal that the actual pirates might have used way back when.
Oh, absolutely. Again, lacking only the sharp edge.
So as the fight director,
yes,
are you responsible for creating the fight scenes or training the actors, both?
Yes, I train the actors, and Marion Pop, our star, received 2 weeks of private lessons with me back last summer before the Detroit premiere.
Sure.
And then for this East Coast premiere, I've been in for the last 2 weeks working with the actors.
Can you work with anyone?
Oh, yes.
So someone like Bill Henley, you might be able to actually teach him how to fight like Cyrano?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What do you think, Bill?
Well, I guess I could try. What the heck? You go easy on me?
Absolutely.
Or it's not like I'm ready for this or anything, but...
In the opera world, we would normally fight with very lightweight fencing weapon.
Okay, so you're not using those this time around?
We're not using those this time. This time, I wanted to bring the swordplay up a notch. and to match Dr. Dichiara's incredible production.
Thank you,
So
Lori,
we're
for signing me up for this.
I just sat back. Did you notice that? I moved out of the way.
All right. Okay.
And let's see.
Well, what the heck?
So as you might imagine, if I get Cyrano injured,
you know-
I will never work again.
Right. Well, before I have to get into the mood, so.
Oh, all right.
If you don't
Do you need
mind.
me to hold your jacket for
Yeah,
you?
would you please? Just something I had in this old thing I had in the closet.
Now I'm intimidated.
Yeah, you're intimidated. Right, well, you haven't seen me work with the sword yet, so. All right?
Well, if I get if I get you injured, I will never work again.
Laura, you going to be okay over there?
Point that
Are you all right?
I'm
All right,
great.
just making sure. Okay.
So there are a few rules we have to follow. In fact, there's a whole set of protocols. We'll just do a couple of them today. One of them is that we fight at a very particular distance. We fight so we can just reach out and touch each other's wrist.
Okay.
All right, so at that distance, if I swing at you, I can't hit you. Lori leans a little further back. So in fact, we're actually out of range.
Okay.
And from the audience's point of view, when we're doing our job right, they'll never know. So parries, you're blocking an incoming attack.
Okay.
So if I come across your chest, if you bring your sword straight across, bring that hilt straight across your body and parry my incoming attack, and then attack me back. Oh,
Okay.
he does pretty well, doesn't he? He's got the idea. Pointy end goes in the other guy. Pretend. So, chest to my chest, and then I'm going to attack your shoulder.
Okay.
So I'm going to go right over your. Oh, look at that. We call that a dégagé. He goes right under my blade, and then he attacks my shoulder. That's open now. And of course, since it's the movie industry, or in this case, a production of the opera, we have to come close and come together for that. That telling moment when Cyrano might tweak your nose.
I said,
or something similar to that.
He has a problem with the nose too. It might fall off, right?
Well, and I feel akin to him in some ways. And you then would throw me backwards.
Ah, very nice.
Very
I like
good.
And then, of course, they really pay me for those final moves, the fancy tricks. So we're going to teach you a disarm.
Okay.
How to take the sword right out of my hand.
All right.
Against my will. So I'm going to attack your shoulder. You are going to wrap your blade right around mine, driving it into your armpit and lift it away from me.
Ah, very nice. I like that.
Okay.
So if we put it all together.
If we put it all together and we start practicing very slowly.
Okay.
And build
We have
speed
enough time to
gradually.
go through it once.
We do, one time.
Yes,
so,
all right.
chest, shoulder, and a bind up close. The head
Thank you so much, Christopher Barbeau.